Hello, I am back, and relatively just in time. Bit of a longer wait there. Did it reset? It reset the, that's weird, it reset the chat on here. Oh well, that will populate soon. And I can hear myself twice. There we go, I'll get rid of that. Hey there, Asa. Hey there, Lith as well. Max had an engine change, says Riley. Okay, interesting. Hey, Kyoya. Oh, you got F1 in VC? I might join Deafened if that's okay while I do this and watch that. So, if that's okay, Kyoya. Although I'm gonna have to make sure the sound doesn't come in. Let's make sure here. Let's get rid of that first of all, and then change this. Well, let's just see. Does it come through? It absolutely does. Why does it do that? That's not even right. Why is it doing that? It's fucking weird, actually. What if I had Discord here? No. Yeah, I hate how a Discord stream will come through voice chat on here, but yeah, whatever. I'm not talking to anyone, so it's fine. If I was, it would be an issue. Yeah, there is sound. It's just that, in fact, I muted it for myself and not for the stream. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Let's not get the MC8 again. Oh dear. But yeah, it might be a stinker, Asa. Unfortunately, this track is, it doesn't race well, does it, in F1 cars? But my god, I mean, I want this track in iRacing because driving a Formula 1 car around this track would be so much fun. Like, I want to drive the W13 here for a Grand Prix distance. And quite frankly, in iRacing, you know, you could probably follow and pass a lot better than in real life, so it wouldn't even be as bad. But yeah, the sprint race yesterday was a little bit uneventful. So, but yes, thank you, Kyoya. That when turn one race is over, we'll see. It's made for, the thing is, like, these modern F1 cars are fucking glorious around those fast-flowing bike tracks. Like, in terms of, like, one-car driving, they're fucking, like Mugello as well. Mugello is amazing. I remember when these, like, this last-gen cars, remember when they went there during COVID? The sights of the cars going through some of those corners was amazing. Race was a bit ass, right? Other than the DRS side on the front straight, which is really long. Like, that's the only place to pass, basically. And you gotta be close enough, you gotta follow to get to stay close enough for that. I think these cars might be alright at Mugello. It would still be only one overtaking point, but at least you could follow better until the final corner. And to be fair, Mugello, yeah, turn one is technically the only overtaking spot, but depending on, you can like hang it around the outside and then have the inside for the chicane coming up in turn two. So, like, you at least have options, right? Unless you get blown by on the straight, of course, if the DRS is too strong. But yeah, I think Mugello's really interesting. This track doesn't quite have that because I think the run to the front straight is probably the biggest DRS zone, or only DRS zone. And then I think the run, it's not as long as Mugello up probably, and then the run to it doesn't bunch people up as much, I don't think. So yeah, it doesn't race as well. But in terms of just driving this track, I think it's fucking glorious. I want this. I want to drive LMU to drive this track. That has similar issues, but like, I was gutted I missed the Qatar 8 hours or whatever it was that they did recently. Next year, I mean, yeah, who knows what next year? Who knows what we got? Yeah, but Mugello was interesting for reasons other than the actual, like, quality of the track for Formula 1 cars. Mugello was interesting. Oh, the long multi-apex left-hander at Turkey, yeah. Turkey's a good track, actually. Shame we don't go there as well. Yeah, 25 lap limit on the tyres. Interesting, isn't it? Odd thing, that. Wow, David Beckham's here. Hello, Petra. Plymouth Duster. When did Beckham get knighted? I have no idea, but it may have been a long time ago, honestly. A car going to turn into a drag car. Interesting. I don't even know what the Plymouth Duster looks like, to be honest. I do not know it. Wow. Oh dear. They're just starting now. Go high. They're just a couple of corners in. We may have had a bottle of a start again. Hey there, Lith. If I'm probably more up to date than most people, if that is the case, and I am spoiling things for you, I recommend watching the YouTube stream available in both vertical and landscape today, because you can like have me a little bit delayed on YouTube. I mean, I think you can do that on Twitch now as well if you're subbed, but you can do that on YouTube for free. So you can watch me slightly delayed and sync me up with your stream. Yeah, Russell had a really bad start. Didn't really see that when it happened. This really did mellow out quite quickly after that initial start. Is this really going to be how it is for the next hour and a half? Oh dear. Norris looks a bit under pressure from Antonelli, actually. Well, there's a lot of dragging on that Alpine. Yeah, Gasly's car doesn't look right. Hey there, cop. Nothing too exciting. Norris fell to third from starting second. Verstappen is now second. Piastri leads. So, championship goes to Abu Dhabi as it stands. But, yeah, nothing's happened yet. Yeah, Gasly's going to be too cute, surely. But yeah, there was a load of debris there. Antonelli was already ahead of Russell when Russell had his moment. Interesting. Yuki's on 2 out of 3 track limits violations already? That's ridiculous. Wow, that's harsh for Gasly. Just runs wide a bit and car's fucked. I don't hate it, because, hey, punishes track limits properly, right? But, jeez. Wait, I've just seen what, Riley, you've put in the other channel. Adrian Sutil has been arrested again? What? That's random. fraud and embezzlement. Jeez. The real drama is fucking that, not what's happening on the racetrack. Our Norris has pulled away from that Mercedes, hasn't he? They're all just spreading out now. Oh! Oh. What the fuck? Is that a tyre failure after 7 laps of softs? Is that actually a tyre failure that sent him off? Oh, Gasly's on, like... Oh, it's all kicking off! This is the last bit of excitement we're going to have. This is the end of the excitement. The delays. As I say, Kohai, if you watch on YouTube, you could just delay me. Put me like 30 seconds behind or something. Might be better. Or, yes, indeed, you could just join the VC. Oh, dear. What happened here? Did they actually collide? What happened? What happened there? Max in. But both McLarens stay out? Oh, what's going on here? Russell, I think both Mercedes got kind of fucked there. Boxstappen. Oh, wow. Is McLaren in danger here? If the McLarens end up finishing like 10th or something with a bad strategy and Verstappen wins, I would love it so much. I would love it so much. Oh, wow, okay. What? That's a weird incident. So Hulkenberg goes for the pass. Pierre, that sucks. That sucks for Hulkenberg. Gasly just rides wide into him. Oh, man. And that's a sort of like cool move that I think this track can have, right? Like, that was going to be around the outside pass. That's 100% on Gasly. Yeah, damage probably doesn't help him, but still. I don't know what. It's unfortunate, Kohai. It's working fine for me. I'm not sure why yours is being funny, but that's unfortunate. Random has to start on board. There's actually a 5-second penalty for Ocon. I can't believe it. I'm not sure why. Did Antonelli get held by the system because Russell was driving through and it didn't, and the system doesn't take into account that it could be your teammate for a double stack because that's so rare anyway. Well, I'm gonna be like real quick and just grab a drink. They have to try and run. I am back. I'm pinged in so many different channels right now. Danger close. I bet they'll have to bring them in on different laps. Yeah, so one's going to have to come in on 24, surely. Oh, Max is going to be on him in turn 1. Look at this. Also, Sainz 4th? Damn. Did he pit? I thought Norris would be in more danger there. I mean, it won't be long, but... I'm surprised Max isn't like immediately on them. I guess the mediums may take. Well, hang on. He still has to use another. He has to stop again anyway, right? No, they will have to stop again. But McLaren can't one stop, can they? So yeah, they've lost a stop. Okay. I am surprised Max isn't kind of on them a bit more. Maybe it takes a while for the tires to come in, but I didn't think he dropped that much. I mean, it's going to be permanently quiet, I think, Ohio, but the strategy situation is quite interesting now. But it's going to take some time. Ocon noted for not serving the penalty. Oh no, not serving it correctly. Jeez. I'm surprised Gasly's still running, actually. He's been in the wars a lot, and it's only lap 13. No further action on... I'm really surprised by that. That doesn't make any sense. Surely that's 100% on Gasly. No further investigation for failing to serve time penalty correctly. What? So he did serve it correctly? Like, confusing. Because McLaren have the shorter final stint, I guess, so they can use the soft. Whereas the other two have to do full stints. It's also a good 25 laps, yeah. Okay. Yeah, talk about... Yeah, they do have the flexibility, but... Piastri is doing what he needs to do, though. Oh, this does sound like a workout, this race. I love how the cars look when they come out of a high-speed corner like that one, and then they just like straighten up suddenly. Almost looks impossible. Yeah, do we think Max is just like managing tires right now? Is that why he's dropped off so much? Because he doesn't need to chase them. He just needs to maximize what he's doing, surely. Look at how much of a train it is. It's a shame because, like, there's like no overtaking. But so many of the cars are running so closely together. It's crazy how much they're pulling away from the whole field, though. Like, even Verstappen. Everyone else is just left behind. The mini-map is so funny. Yeah, I mean, they do, as Riley points out, they can go mediums next and then have softs at the end. Oh, is it so tight that they all have to double stack as well? Oh, that's quite interesting. It's funny that this tire limit is gonna make people double stack, perhaps, if they can't do 25-25. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the top 10 qualifiers don't have a new soft. So that does mean that if McLaren put softs on, they will have a few laps on them. That won't bring them to the limit. You know, they can go far enough that they won't need to worry about that, but it won't be a brand new soft. Just wait until like they announce a season-long tire stint limit next season. Yeah, it'd be a slow burn, but I don't mind these kind of races. It didn't look like this was going to be one of them, but when it's a long, drawn-out strategy situation, I think that's really interesting. A lot of the races in 2021, like it was just Mercedes versus Red Bull, but like there was such interesting strategy between the two of them, and often it only, you know, came to conclusion right at the end. But like both teams had to execute the whole way through to see who would come out on top. Yeah, Coulthard, they're reckoning they could just double stack the McLarens at this point with the gap they have. I wonder if they'll do that. See, Verstappen dropped off initially, but he's been like 4 seconds behind Norris the whole time now. Like, but what's his gap to Piastri, I guess? Like, they're not gaining enough on Verstappen, surely, to make this work. This pit stop for the train is going to be so funny. Wow. Everyone except two have to double stack in that fucking train. That's so funny. The problem is, right, he'll just lose out to Verstappen if he does that. Like, he's still in a good spot. If Piastri wants to actually win this, he has to go. Although, I guess, does Piastri need to win this anyway? You know, ideally he needs to, but second to Max, but ahead of Lando. Is that enough? Or do you go for more? Because you need to get that gap down more. You want that gap to be as small as possible for next week. If Lando gets 2/3, yeah, but if Lando gets 2/3 and Piastri gets 2 seconds, does Piastri win the championship? Oh, if Lando gets 3rd, he's champion. Okay. I mean, ooh, yeah. And he's unlikely to finish lower than 3rd in this race. So Piastri needs to beat Verstappen just so that the lowest position. No, I guess it's still 3rd anyway, but I don't know. He just needs it as close as possible, right? The pace of these two cars is ridiculous. They're gonna pit and come out ahead of most of that fucking train. It's almost disappointing. Piastri boxing on 24. I feel like I'd rather pit 2nd. I think Norris has the better pit here. Unless they double stack. They do not. Yeah, I think I'd rather be Norris in at least the pit stop like lap here. Or is he? Yeah, he's gonna come out ahead of that Aston. But Norris might not. Norris is not gonna come out ahead of that Aston, surely. That's amazing, actually. That's amazing. What a 10 laps that was, or whatever, 15. This is going to be huge for Norris's race. To be fair, Max definitely isn't jumping these. Well, he can pit with them anyway, right? Yeah. That looked quicker. Yeah, way second quicker. Almost. Yeah, Sainz is in a fortunate position. I mean, he's going to be 4th more than... Oh, wow! I can't believe he... Oh, that pit stop time was so clutch from McLaren. Holy shit. But welcome, Cat. Yeah, Sainz is in a good spot. He's 4th. Oh, unless the McLarens... No, they're going to get up to Sainz, surely, with how this is going. Really, he's fourth, but it is still a pretty good position, obviously. I wonder how the regs were written for this, whether it's by 25 laps you must pit end of lap 24 or end of lap 25. I mean, you can complete no more than 25 laps. So if you pit on lap 24, assuming of course you haven't used the tire already in practice or qualifying or something, then, which they hadn't, those were new mediums, right? So they could do 25 race laps specifically, and they pit at the end of lap 25. So that is, I think, accurate. Of course, it gets a bit muddy when you have laps in practice and quali. Because I presume in and out laps count for that? Because, like, how do you even... I don't know. The formation didn't, though. Yeah, it doesn't include the pace lap. Sam told me that the other day. It doesn't include the pace lap. But I'm going to assume that in and out laps for... like in practice and quali do count, or even like cool, like, you know, slow laps like that you were bought or something, like they must all count for tires you use on that. So they did, because they did 25 laps there, so they started on fresh tires, and Norris has just got the call that they want to do 25 laps on this set, so it's new mediums again. When they put the softs on later, they won't be new because they don't have any new softs. And but that won't matter because they're going to pit late enough that they're not going to need to do 25 laps anyway. Stroll Speedy. That took a long time to come through, considering it was like 15 laps ago they pitted, but yeah. See, people will say this race is boring, but I think seeing the McLarens try and pull out that gap of the whole, to get a pit stop on like the whole field basically, and then just about pull it off, that's fucking awesome. So this is kind of genuine positions. I say Sainz is actually fourth, but really, they all have one pit stop to go now. So technically Sainz is second. But I feel like the pace of the McLarens is going to be just so much that, quite frankly, they probably get Verstappen. But they at least get Sainz, I think. In fact, yeah, looking at the gap, they're going to get Sainz, like, pretty quick. Unless Antonelli somehow holds him up. Or maybe Sainz holds them up. Fast car in a straight line, that Williams. Maybe they can't get a run into turn one. Fuck off, Qatar. What's he saying? If you aren't watching F1 TV, I think is it Alex Jakes on the commentary right now? He said, he must have said right about now, and Qatar was like, Alex Jakes said right about now, and then Qatar was like, I wonder if everyone at home thought Funk Soul Brother when you said right about now. So stupid. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Yeah, that's why I read out Kinetic Rev, because I figured not everyone's on F1 TV. I'm tempted to put it on while watching this now. It's in my head. Right about now. Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. He makes a good point, but it's such a random thing to say in the middle of the Grand Prix. I'm actually doing it as well. I don't even know what the song is actually called. That's the name of the song? Okay. I checked that my browser was set to not come through the stream mix, so we're good. Sorry, Mr. Slim, you don't get to claim me today. FIFA. Oh, there's the move. When I think FIFA songs, I think of The Streets, because I had a song of FIFA 05. I can't remember which one, but it's probably the most obvious one of theirs. I also don't know if they had any popularity outside of, like, the UK, basically. Right, yeah, I think next lap is the funny lap. The funny pit stop lap. It's going to be that one Super GT Sugo race all over again. I think it was Sugo. Or was it Autopolis? It's going to be British GT at Alton Park all over again. Mate, if there's no unsafe release, I mean, I'm wondering if we actually see some contact, because it's so rare that we get loads of pit stops under safety car, but not really in green flag conditions, right? So that's funny, actually. Yeah, they're not delaying the radio calls because it doesn't fucking matter. They have to pit this lap anyway, so it's fucking obvious. No, Norris getting held up. Not ideal for his race. Hey, McLaren have a lot of work to do. They need to gain 17 seconds across the next stint and the next. They're gonna have clean air soon, but that's a lot of time. They didn't gain that much on Max in that first stint. Well, you know, after the safety car. I think Max is in a real good spot. Yeah, this is going fairly quick. It's a high-speed track, so yeah, it's probably a fairly short race. We have had a safety car, but just the one so far. Right. The big train has kind of opened up a bit, unfortunately, but this should still be pretty funny. Here they come. Oh. Whoa. Pit lane cameraman. It's not going to know where to look. This is the biggest movement he's ever had. Look at it. Oh. Oh, that's close for the Red Bull there. That was Tsunoda. Ah. Look how busy it is. And the green. I've never seen that. That's so funny. That was surprisingly smooth, but I've never seen under green, something like that. That's funny. Love it. There's parts of me wanting so many people to win. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like watching motorsport without like, or sport in general, without like being a strong fan of any one player or team or driver, right? Because like you can make argument, you know, Piastri, Norris, and Verstappen, like, surely they all deserve it in some way, right? Like Max coming back from being nowhere would be just like the most amazing story for me. But, you know, Piastri obviously has been great as soon as he's come into F1. Norris has been, you know, basically building up this McLaren team with them. They've built the car and Norris up to be in this spot over many years now. You can argue for all of them, and I just like being here to watch the race unfold. So Max is now like right behind them, which is funny. So it's it is really weird this. So Max is like 3 seconds behind Norris, but then the McLarens have to get a pit stop gap, or not necessarily a pit stop gap, but they need to pit and then catch Max. Well, this is interesting. I actually love this. This is a good race. What is Qatar on about? He's trying to read into the fact that GP called Max, not Verstappen. But like he always calls him Max. David is bored. This race is cool. Oh, here is Behrman incident, maybe. Oh shit. Okay. God, he was angry with that. Oh dear. I think the left rear was not on when he went for whatever reason. We didn't get a shot of the rear of that. We just had an onboard. Kind of why I like every single again there's no clipping it. I mean it is convenient having the no clip, yeah. Hey there, Bubble Puff on YouTube. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this race. We're watching the Formula 1 right now. Obviously, I can't show that on stream. But we are watching the race. And it's quite interesting. Norris is sounding rather defeatist right now. I'm not sure why he's in such a mood. His message about the throttle shape was like that, and then now he's saying, oh yeah, it might be fucking damaged. Like, yo, just finish third. Starting to sound like you at Lewis, yeah. Oh, here's another one. I'm just engineer. It's one of the things people criticize Lando for is like always blaming the car when something's wrong. But quite frankly, he doesn't do that. That's huge. Like, if you always blame the car, you wouldn't come on the radio being like, check the car, I probably fucked it. He's very defeatist. Oh yeah, we'll do to some degree. I think, like, you know, Max has been on and on about the car this year, along with the Ferrari drivers. And they're right. They're fucking right. See, Norris doesn't need to, like, if Norris can just finish third 2 weeks in a row, he wins a championship. There's no need to be even risking it. Well, because they chose to drive for Ferrari, so they knew they were getting a shitbox. Yeah. Hey, to be fair, you know, Charles was like brought up into Ferrari, so he was a naive child who was, you know, fooled into believing that it would be a good idea. Lewis should probably know better, though. Lewis has been around the block at this point. If I were about to win a Formula 1 World Championship, I'd rather do it in Abu Dhabi than Qatar. I prefer this racetrack greatly, but I think Abu Dhabi is created to be the after season party. Like, obviously it's designed for that purpose because they paid so much to be the finale. I feel like that's the place to do it. Well, yes, Cobb. If I knew I just had to finish third 2 races in a row And out of the whole field, the lowest I'll realistically finish if I don't fuck up is third anyway, because there's only 2 other fast cars slash drivers. Then yeah, I'm finishing third. Even if I could finish second or first, I'm finishing third. I don't care. Like, he has to beat science. Like, and to be fair, there's a possibility his car just blows up next round. I kind of get why you'd want to go get it today because yeah, there's no guarantee you'll even finish next week for reasons perhaps outside of your control. But I don't know. This car's reliable enough that if you chill to third, you probably will. Yeah, it seems to be a better track. Interestingly, it kind of makes it more high speed because, I mean, yeah, that hairpin's still a hairpin, but it's a faster corner now just because you arrive at it faster. And then that other chicane they removed. Oh, what happened here? Is this the same thing we're going to see? Almost. It wasn't quite as sketchy, but it's the same mistake. Oh, man. Can they just both spin? I mean, I think Max is gonna win anyway, but I want everything to happen that leads to Max winning this because it would be fucking funny. Yeah, maybe Cat. Maybe they're gonna do that a few more times and get DQ'd from this one too. Oh, I doubt it, but wait, are we thinking that Norris might not even finish third right now? What the fuck? Oh, this might actually be bad for him. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Hard times. Oh, what are we doing? It's a safe option. Wow. That makes up for the bad stop they gave him first time. Max is going to the end. That's why Piastri has to catch him. Science is quicker than Norse right now. Oh, Max is getting slidey now. Huckleberg got taken out by Gasly. And that caused the early safety car, which led to this, strategy mistake by McLaren, quite frankly. And why everyone is, Norris coming in. Oh, they're running. Sainz and Antonelli gonna go by, but just those two. Surely he can get them. .5 seconds Piastri to Verstappen. Can he get there? Like 12 laps? Oh, Alonso with a spin. Oh. Hey, Aki. Not too exciting with on-track stuff, but the strategy is quite interesting because McLaren kind of fucked it up with an early safety car. And also all the other cars have to pit on the same lap every time and double stack because of the 25 lap tire limit. So that's funny. Look at Sainz figuring out the whole race situation. Yeah, the 360 was cool. He did an Xbox 360. Xbox landing. What's Norris doing now? Oh, get it together. God, if he finishes 5th, it's going to get even more open for next week. Especially with the Verstappen win. Yeah, Hadjar's having a decent run today. Shame the rumor on the street this weekend is that he's going to be punished for that with a Red Bull seat next year. That's a shame. To be fair, you know, brand new regs for next year. Maybe the Red Bull will be like a little more easy to jump into, you know, but we'll see. Give me a McLaren really fucked this. And Oscar knows it. He's just like, nice. What was it McLaren said earlier? Oh, these other cars have lost all of their... they've lost all of their flexibility after pitting that early. But it's like, look at this. 9 laps to go, he's got to get... It's crazy amount of time to gain. It's not... This isn't possible. It's definitely not possible. Unless Verstappen kind of falls off on pace in some way. Like in a big way. Or a safety car or something. No way. The 3 drivers are going to have 7 wins each going into the end. That's This is mad. I really want Max to win the championship. I want him to win it so badly. Yeah, something could happen, but unless there's drama, I don't think Piastri catches Verstappen. Yeah, please let Max win the championship. It would be so fucking funny. Look, as everyone's seen that graphic, Verstappen's going to be 10 points behind Norris and ahead of Piastri as it stands. I really hope Norris doesn't pass anyone because this is such a good setup for next week. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you know what it would take for Piastri not win the championship? Piastri doesn't lead the championship. Norris leads the championship. And as it stands, Norris will still lead the championship after this race. Piastri will go down to 3rd as it stands. Max will be 2nd. Norris needs to win the race to win the title here. And he's currently 5th, so... As it stands, Max is going to be 10 points behind Norris. That lowers if Norris makes some overtakes. Which he may well do. Yeah, he's got up to Antonelli, so there's a good chance here. But Norris does not look confident. He doesn't sound confident on the radio. It's so funny how completely opposite the vibes with NASCAR and F1. Yeah, because it's like F1 doesn't go down to the wire every year. Far from it. Like, we haven't had it come down to the last race since 2021, right? Which was questionable of a race in the end anyway. But when it does go down to the wire, yeah, it might be every 5 years or whatever, maybe more. But when it does go down to the wire, it's so naturally occurring that it's just amazing. And I don't care if it's not every year. I just care that it's a natural occurrence. And if someone dominates a season and wins it by 1 million points, so be it. They drove really well and/or had the best car. But sometimes magic happens. And it's not magic if you engineer it every year. If Norris gets, like, in an incident here and is out, I think Max probably leads the championship. Maybe not, actually. How many points for 5th? It's probably less than 10, right? But it gets even closer. Oh, dear. Norris DNF would be, like, such an amazing setup for next week. It'd be crazy. Yeah, I mean, all this talk about the championship, but like, Science is like really likely to get a podium. Oh, Science is so like aware. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Science had a really good pit stop under safety car because there was a lot of like mistakes and double stacking and delays and holding for unsafe releases, you know. So Science ended up third, or I don't know if it was third. He ended up where he is because McLaren didn't pit, so he must have been fourth. But he's sort of just been holding up around there, you know. Fifth is 10 points? Yes, a DNF would be the tie on points then. Can you... Oh, please. Just like 2021, we're gonna go into the last race with a tie. Could you imagine that? It's unlikely, but that'd be so funny. And there'd be still Piastri in contention as well, of course. Oh man. Oodles of understeer. Yeah, I think Antonelli is probably trying to make sure he always has enough ERS to dump it on the front straight. Because Norris isn't catching that DRS, and surely there's some ERS help in there. This is Verstappen's race for the win. I think that is a done deal at this point, barring major drama. Main thing to watch is, yeah, how much can Norris pull back? Yeah, this is so frustrating for Piastri. If Antonelli gets within DRS of Sainz, oh, that's probably good for Norris, perhaps, if they start battling. I don't know. Running out of laps here, though. Yeah, if Antonelli catches signs but doesn't pass, it's not good for Norris. But if Antonelli passes signs, then, well, at the very least, Norris could pass signs, maybe. You know, I kind of buy that, Kinetic, because the way that... Did anyone else think Science's radio message was weird? He was like, oh no, I'm getting understeer in left-hand corner. Oh no, what's this? Nah. That's unfortunate for Hadjar. I'll just go. Can you help me make a stint shift from random to do? Yeah, can do. Well, have you looked at Blanny's new thing? That's probably the easiest way. Way better than the, I mean, it's got some issues, but like, it's way better than the spread shit. Riley, jeez. Antonelli's gonna have like one chance with DRS, so it's like... What? Random! Oh, that's Hadja. I wonder if Antonelli has beginnings of a tire issue, because he's lost a load of time right there. I'm gonna assume you went wide in some way, like made a mistake. I don't see why you would ever let them by. I love those low shots. The cars look so cool. Wow. What a Verstappen win. Love it. Yeah, Carlos hangs on for that podium. That's good. McLaren threw that away. And they threw away a podium for Norris because, yeah, Norris obviously struggled. But like, it probably would have been a pretty straightforward P3 if they were on the right strategy, right? So, jeez. Yeah, no, this has been an amazing season. You're right, Riley. Ridiculously. I mean, no one really saw this coming at the end of the season, but yeah. Science is really good, isn't he? Honestly, it's crazy. He's actually just in a Williams, but. An absolute gaff. I love that. An absolute gaff from McLaren. Oh dear. Yeah, huge mistake from McLaren. This whole championship gap for both drivers should have been different. I mean, Piastri obviously should have gained more. Well, did he gain more on Norris anyway with what happened? I don't know. But who knows? Oh, what a shot of Max parking up. That's cool. I mean, yeah, he's... How many podiums have Ferrari had this year? Oh, dear. There's an iconic shot. Jeez. There's some good fucking camera work at the end of this Grand Prix. I like it. The fact that Max has as many wins as Norris and Piastri is so funny. 7 each. All right. Cool. I'll certainly be back next week. I love how Piastri's like kind of annoyed. Sainz is just loving it. Oh dear. It's hard to bet against Max at least winning the race next week. But a win isn't necessarily enough to get the title, is it? But we'll see. We will see. Right, I'm going to look for someone to raid out into. Thanks for watching. If you've been here since Crashing Racing as well, thanks for tuning in for that, and of course being here for the race as well, the Grand Prix. That wasn't like the most like traditionally great race, but like I enjoyed that a lot. The championship situation helps a bit, obviously, but like yeah, still pretty cool. Oh, I know who I'm going to raid. I was looking through and there's a few options, but I know who I'm going to raid. I'll wait for the ad to end though. I'm going to raid into Derek. Derek is by day an iRacing staff member, but right now he's doing a marathon stream in benefit of Extra Life, the charity. So do give your support. Currently he's playing Persona 5 Royal. So we're going to go over and give some love to this stream and Derek, and yeah, I'm not sure when I'm back. Probably maybe something on Wednesday, probably WAS stuff, I don't know. Thursday I'm probably gonna do the open setup Winter Derby. It is actually Winter Derby week. I'm not really hyping that up this year because I'm probably not gonna do too many of them. But I'm at least gotta do something. I gotta do something. So Winter Derby on Thursday. Nothing Friday. Saturday, not sure. Might do Winter Derby, might not. And then Sunday, expect a watch along of Abu Dhabi, of course. And if it doesn't clash, I might do a Winter Derby as well. So yeah, hopefully see you at those. God, Piastri is just out of it, man. Out of it. Jeez. Right, I'm gonna kick off this raid. But thanks for watching, everyone. I will catch you later. Carlos has more podiums this season than Hamilton. Yeah, like, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Shit, says more about fucking Ferrari, but yeah, just what a bizarre season. Bomboclat. Yep, I'm gonna read out to Derek. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.